What's going on, people? Welcome back to the channel. KG is back. Match reaction time. My lord, we don't make things easy, do we? We never make it easy for ourselves, but that is the Leeds United way. Leeds United 3, Hull City 1, and we'll talk about the game. We'll talk about a few performances today, but the most important thing overall is that we got the 3 points. And again, much like the Watford game where we didn't deserve anything out of that game, we've actually taken all three today. And I thought Hull City today were pretty good for the most part. But in the end, when you have the players that we have, and this is the thing I always allude to, when you have the players that we have, the quality should shine through by the end. And luckily for today, it did for us. Before I get into it, though, please hit a like on the video, subscribe to the channel, and of course, drop your comments and thoughts about the game below. I did do a video earlier about Calvin Phillips and the reasons why I wouldn't have him back at Leeds United. So if you haven't checked that out, please go back and check that one out too. Richard Ruff, Dan James, and new David Beckham. Yeah, Katrina, good finish from Dan James, man. Love to see that. It's crazy. I saw some people saying, how comes he can't do that from 12 yards out? But listen, it is what it is. We finally turned up. Yeah, I mean, again, and I'm not making international break the excuse, people. I know a lot of people are doing that, but everyone's had an international break. And Ipswich Town, I think, have got 4 Welsh players themselves. So they've got players that have been away and felt disappointment too. So I'm not having the international break being a factor in these last 2 performances. I just don't think they've been particularly good. But I've already said it, and I'm not going to be a hypocrite. If we were to win these games like this from now to the end of the season and we go up, I'm not complaining. I'm just not. Katrina saying, love DJ, and Cree. Zabir here saying, superb consolation for Dan James will lift his confidence. Yeah, I mean, you could see it with Dan James. I mean, he was atrocious against Watford. No, some of you were giving him passes like he was playing further back. No, he wasn't good in the Watford game. And for most parts, he wasn't good today. But that kind of thing today will give him a real boost of confidence. And he needs it. You could clearly tell that. And we're going to need him to have it now that we don't have Willie Nonto for the next 3 weeks. So he's going to be vital in this run-in. Texas Leeds, Somerville has that confidence in himself. I love it. We will speak about that as well. Sticks here saying Georgie had a bad game, but all is well. Thought he started well, but much like most of the team, he kind of faded and Hull City were taking control of the game. In fact, Hull City today will be disappointed that their finishing wasn't better because they had Meslier standing still about 3 times. The ball just went past the post this much 3 times today. And yeah. Well, Stephen, why do we play Bamford? Well, coaches, fans, I'm talking to you like you love him. So he'll always get time here. The guy put the ball over the bar and had his song sung after it. Crazy. The allowances that some people get at this football club, it just makes me laugh now. It doesn't annoy me anymore. It just makes me laugh now. It's hilarious to me now. Yeah, he can't keep getting away with it. He can't. Gary saying, watch your voice, KG. What a win. Couldn't see that coming. Yeah, I know. Like I say, it's a day-by-day thing. Eventually, this thing will go away. So just stick with me until it does. Until then, I will do my best to take care of it as much as possible. So you can at least hear me properly. Dave here saying, what a poor game. Changed with Joseph coming on, but wow, so poor. Good win in the end. Great summarization, Dave. It was a poor game, and not the first time as well. It's another one as though where you're looking as well at Farken saying, we're coming up to 60 minutes. We're not looking good. Are we going to do something to change it? You know? Let's have a look here. Yeah, different team. Okay, let's get the team up. Okay, yeah. Furpo today. It was another one of those from Furpo today. It was kind of like a throwback today, wasn't it? Meslier beating at his near post, Furpo yellow card, Bamford missing sitters. It was like Premier League again, wasn't it, people? It was like a throwback to sad times. But yeah, Furpo for me, yeah, he wasn't good today. In fact, there was a lot of them that weren't good. I thought Kamaro's poor today overall. I know he got better as the game went on before he went off, but I thought he didn't offer anything in midfield. Didn't think Archie Gray had a particularly good outing as well. And I've got to speak on it because I've always said I want Archie Gray in midfield, and that is where he will be in the future. But I don't think he covered himself in glory today either. So, you know, it wasn't just a collective, just Bamford by himself. There was a lot of players that were at it. We seem to be disjointed from midfield to attack today for whatever reason. And Hull City seemed to have our number there. They were just a little bit more dynamic, a bit quicker to to the second ball today for a lot of parts of the game. That's unlike us at Elland Road. Away from home, okay, sometimes that happens, but at Elland Road, it's it was a weird one because we saw today what the other two teams did, and the other two teams, I'm obviously talking about Leicester City and Ipswich. And Leicester, they even came back from 1-0 down today. And Jamie Vardy, I mean, I've got to apologize to Jamie Vardy because I put him and Patrick Bamford in the same sentence in the last match reaction. I want to apologize to Vardy for that. He doesn't deserve that kind of disrespect. But you see, Vardy today, he made up for that poor showing he had in the last game, where he gets one today to seal the victory. Whereas today, our number 9 decides to follow up a poor showing against Watford with an even worse showing today. Just unspeakable levels of uselessness from that guy today. Absolutely useless. But we see Leicester, they knew what they had to, Leicester did what they had to do. Ipswich Town, I know people are saying it's a storyline, but I always say this, instead of looking at why Ipswich Town always score in the 90 plus 7th minute, why don't the other team do it? Why don't they get it against Ipswich? It's happened once. I think Cardiff did it, right? But Ipswich Towns just keep on finding a way to win. And that's why I always say as well, it doesn't matter what happens in previous seasons. It's about this season. And I know Mad Mick, and shout out to Mad Mick. I think he may have misheard a point I said about the point being good against Watford. It was only a good point because we didn't deserve anything at that game. We should have lost. So that's the reason why I said that was a good point. It was 2 points dropped, much like this could have been today. But thankfully, the team pulled one out and we've got the 3 points. But Ipswich Town, they're not going away, people. They're going to be there till the end. But like I do believe from now till the end of the season, there will be, to in and fro in between the top 3. I think that's pretty obvious. But yeah, going back to the team, let me just get the super chats up. Hold on a minute. William, good teams win when playing like crap. I don't even love or even like Bamford. So overrated by sentiment. Still a win, and we'll take it. And Ruben here, shout out to you, Ruben. I felt like the pace of the attack increased as soon as Joseph came on. Well, yep. Start him, zero threat up top, centrally so poor. Yeah, exactly. Exactly, yeah. Yeah, man. Yeah, man mix in the house as well. Yeah. Fair play as far as what you meant about that point. I understand. No problem. No problem. Um, David here saying Farker getting dug out by individual moments of quality and not his tactical nous. Well, yeah, yeah. I think you're always as good as the players that you've got, unless you are a top class coach and can turn coal into diamonds. But yeah, of course he's going to get dug out because we've got better quality in this league. I'm looking at their goalkeepers there. With all no disrespect, but Allsop, that's an average goalkeeper in this league. We should have been peppering him today. Should have been way easier than it was today, but we didn't. We didn't make it count to him, and that's fair play to Liam Rosino and Hull. Yeah, a few more twists and turns. 100%, 100%. Well, look, we're in second place right now, but are we going to finish there? I don't know. Somerville today. What I will say, Somerville. Oh boy, you are lucky you scored the pen, bro. And I'll say this because if he had missed, I would have said the same. But I like Somerville's confidence. Always love it. Some people don't like confident players. I do. But we've had this discussion before, haven't we, people? Daniel Farker's had this discussion before where penalty was taken away from Joel Perreault, and Farker has said, no, Perreault is our penalty taker. That is the end of it. We then have a situation where it's 1-1, pivotal moment in the match, and you've got Somerville and Perreault fighting over the ball. Now, okay, cool. It's good that Somerville wants to pick himself up after winning the penalty and take it. But if he misses that, it's a whole different conversation. Whole different conversation. Perreault is the penalty taker. Before I continue with that, before people say Perreault isn't no good, he's done this, he's rubbish. When you have a designated penalty taker, they're designated for a reason. I'll go back to an earlier example. It'd be like if Ian Hart was on the pitch and Michael Bridges were on the pitch at the time, or Harry Kewell, whoever, and they decided to take it off Ian Hart. You can't do that because Ian Hart is the man to take the penalties. Doesn't matter where you play. So Somerville, I'm glad he scored because this could have been a whole different conversation right now. But they do need to sort that out, people. That's got to be something that they've obviously discussed it before. They have to do it again because we almost got embarrassed on live TV tonight if Somerville had missed that. But yeah, um, let's have a look. Yeah, I'm okay, Ed. I'm okay. Um, okay, Spen here saying Pro just came on the pitch. He's never on. I don't see anything wrong with it. It's just okay, Spen. It's about how it looked, Spen. And if Somerville misses that, you're not saying that right now. Promise you, you won't be saying what that comment you've got on the screen right now. You're not saying it because you will say, Perot's our penalty taker. Why didn't he take it? It's exactly the conversation that would be happening right now if Somerville had missed that penalty. Um, but no, it's not. No, I'm not saying it's unprofessional. I don't know if someone else has said that. It's not unprofessional. It's confidence that Somerville backs himself, but it's just a bad look because it's happened multiple times this season already. But listen, it is what it is right now. Um, okay, Spen. Yeah. It would have been terrible if miss. No problem, no problem. But yes, Somerville, cool. You've got another goal involvement. Love that. Dan James, lovely at the end there. Lovely finish from however far out that was. Good to see that. Jorginho started well, pitted off. Bamford today though, and this is listen. This it feels like rinse and repeat with this guy. You know, it's so boring. But he's first of all that chance he missed to let us go 2-0 up. A real number 9 doesn't miss that. No one misses that. And he's there looking back at the ground. That would be cute and all, but the thing bounced off his shin, off his knee, and over. It didn't come off the ground. So he's looking for that excuse again. And let's not forget, this is not the first time he's done that. Was it against Brentford where he slid the ball away from goal instead of sliding it in? Listen, I'm not speaking to anybody that's intelligent about football here. This is more to the blind fans that just passionately love this guy no matter what. But I even had the comment the other day when I said if we out of the 3 strikers we're taking to the Prem, if we go, it will be Mateo Joseph, and then we need to get to another one because Joel Perot, quite frankly, isn't fitting in with Daniel Farker. That's plain to see. And Bamford can't be trusted. And it was there plain to see yet again. But some people, and I still had a comment saying, I agree with you about Joseph, but I'd still take Bamford as backup. For what? To do what? But this is it. It's either no football knowledge or Stockholm syndrome. It's one of the two. Because it can't be ball knowledge. Just can't. If you think that Patrick Bamford is the answer in the Premier League, there, forget it. And selling Bamford and other players like him, Liam Cooper, it will free some of the fan base because some of you are just locked to these guys. You can't help it. Every time you see him, it might remind you of Bielsa's smile or something like that and get you all misty-eyed. I care about the future of the football club, not the past. And I want success at this football club. And it's not going to happen with that guy wearing the number 9 at Leeds United. And then if the miss wasn't bad enough, the guy has no positional awareness at all. He gets in the way of a shot on target by Somerville. Listen, I don't need to say anymore. I don't need to say anymore. I'm tired of talking about this guy. I have been tired about talking about this guy for 3 years now. So it is what it is. Ben Harrison, maybe not at Prem level, but his overall game is decent at this level. And I agree with that, Ben. I'm not arguing against that. But the thing that also has to come into it, Ben, is that his seniority shouldn't be taken into account here, which it does. Because we've got Coventry next. What's the betting that he's going to start the next game and not Mateo Joseph? And Mateo Joseph comes on yet again, pace, physicality, gets a chance. In fact, the only reason why he hit the post with that is because Firpo didn't deliver the ball a bit earlier and he had to check back. And he still manages to muster out a shot that hits the post. What's the betting that Bamford starts the next game? His seniority in this team kills it. Absolutely kills it. So I agree with that, Ben. Championship, fine. But even then, he's played now 30 matches in this league this year, substitute appearances, everything else. He's got 7 goals and 1 assist. Yet Joel Perot, who's in double figures, from playing from central defensive midfield, getting charity minutes these days, is in double figures, but gets slandered every time he's on the pitch. And that's why this football club needs to be free of Patrick Bamford, because some people are just blind to him. He needs to go. Um, let's have a look. Who's MJ? Oh, Mateo Joseph, of course it is. What am I doing? See, when I think of MJ, I think of somebody else. But yeah. But yeah, let me just get this up here. I'm so tired of talking about that guy. And the thing is, I'm saying all this, and numbers, your eyes, everything backs it up. You'll still get his fans, whatever it is, broken relationships, 40 cats, whatever it may be, that will say, but he does so much for the team. No way. Crazy. Oh man. But this is the league table right now. Ipswich top, Leeds second, Leicester down to third. They've got a game in hand. I've always said I prefer points on the board over games in hand every day of the week. So we move with that. We just got to hope that Leicester do trip up in that game in hand and we stay in second. I know, I'm trying, man. I'm trying. I'm trying. It's just so annoying that he's still here. I'm so, oh, man. Oh, yo, yo, yo. Just trying to think, is there anything else from the game today? Um, I know. I'm saving it now. I'm saving it now. It's done. It's done. Uh, Southampton. I'm not even. I don't know about anyone else. I'm not even thinking about Southampton. I think they're playoffs and that is it. We're still in the mix for the top two. I don't know where it's going to go though, man. Does anyone think that we're going to drop out of this top two and have to settle for the playoffs? Let me know. Let me know in the chat, and of course, let me know after the video's done. uh, 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 uh. Yeah, J Dog here. Problem is, it's either a 30-year-old or who's done, or a kid. Why haven't we bought something in between? Well, we kind of did with Joel Perot, but clearly him and Farker's styles don't mesh, and that's why I think it's best that they move on in the summer. Um, but this is the thing I'm trying to say. When someone's saying, "Yeah, I agree with Joseph, but keep Bamford as backup," how about keep Joseph and get a killer up front? But some people don't see it like that. There's other strikers besides Bamford. It's insane to me. It's insane. James here saying we win it all first place. I like that. KG Paul Cook. Tell you when I get my voice back, people, I'll remember these jokes. I'm going to remember these jokes. Lord Shigarao saying now we will be fine. Good, good, good. Oh, Mr. P with a super chat. Thank you, Mr. P. Why do Leeds do this to us any way we want? Gonads of still from Cree for the penalty, and what a goal from James. Okay, time to check my heart. Shout out to you, Mr. P. Yeah, Philip here saying, I don't think you can overlook Leicester until we're level on games. Yeah, obviously you want the matches played and everything evened out. But what I'm saying is, if I had the choice, I would take the points on the board over a game in hand because you don't know what's going to happen in that game. Fortunately, now you've got to hope that Leicester haven't completely turned the corner and are getting back into form again because they've had their dip. They've done that now. Let's just see if they can, do something else for us because now it's not in our hands quite clearly. KG Barry White, you guys are relentless. I'm on here sacrificing my life, bro. Yeah, shout out to all you lot, man. Shout out to all you lot. I don't think there's anything else I need to discuss from the game, is there? Is there anything that I may have missed today? Crypto Steve saying Rutter had another nightmare for me. Let people run past him, lost ball in critical areas. That's why mediocre teams are beginning to dominate. No, I just think that he had a quiet game after he was vital in the set for the first goal. By the way, good on Sam Byron for getting a goal. He was pivotal in that, and then he went quiet after. But no, I like when Jorginho gets on the ball because listen, when he doesn't get on the ball, sometimes it doesn't look like we're going to do anything at all. So I'd rather have him than not. Everyone likes that KG Barry White one, yeah? That's funny, yeah? Yeah, J Dog, he's massive miss. Gruev is a massive miss, as is Nanto. As is Nanto. He's been a huge miss today. Ted doing a spectacular Sean Dyche. Ted, when I get my voice back, I'm remembering all of this, you know. I remember all of this. Mr. P again, people scoff when it would suggest that Ipswich couldn't last the course. They're going nowhere soon, and the 6 games remaining for us both. Yeah, absolutely going nowhere, man. They're relentless. I give them full credit for it as well. Um, and yeah, Robert Slater here, game changed when Joseph came on. Stretcher back line created space. Yeah, 100%. So yeah, I think we've covered everything in this one. I think I'm going to give myself a day's voice rest tomorrow. I don't think anything pressing is going to happen. And then we'll talk about the build up to the Coventry game and some other things as well. No chance, mate. No chance. Marcus. KG, sing some Barry White. Want to get the missus in the mood, bro. Oi, oi, don't make me laugh too much. You know, I will actually shut down on stream. That hasn't gone away, by the way. I'm still passing out. So that is still happening, people. So please don't make me laugh too much. But yeah, listen, people. Yeah, that's it, Nathan. I'm going to take that advice. Rest up when we go again Saturday. Absolutely. This was enjoyable, people, and nice to get the 3 points. Leads back into second spot. Please, if you haven't checked out the Calvin Phillips video from earlier, check that one out too. Like this one, really does help out the channel. Become a member of the channel, really helps me out as well. Membership links are in the description. And you know what, guys? I'll see you in the next one, people. Peace out.